Have you ever wondered why do many entrepreneurs fail in their business? Or maybe the worst habits of that kills entrepreneurship. This is not something silly like poor routines or not being healthy. These habits are something I feel existing common behind every failed startup. And I suggest you don't ever start your business if you have these 3 habits. Let me tell you what it is by one very quick story of Mr. Jack. Jack was born in a family in which his father was addicted to alcohol. His many of the childhood days were scary because he found his dad and mom were fighting each other all the time. At the age of 12, Jack's parents were divorced and he grew up with his mom since then. Though his mother was caring and supportive towards him, she was struggled a lot as being a single mother. She worked at a nearby supermarket to feed him and to provide a basic lifestyle. Due to the reason of being single and financially weak, his mom was so emotionally unstable and she was always in the kind of fear and sadness. Literally, most of the time, she was quite hopeless and depressed. In many situations, while Jack asked for things like toys, bikes, game station and all, she became angry and shouted at him. She was struggling a lot. So throughout the childhood, Jack has grown up in a type of emotionally unstable state. He had few friends in the school and most of the time he fought with them even for small issues. The years passed and Jack finished his college degree and has got a fair job at one of the companies that handles web designs. Since he spent most of the time in front of the computer and the interactions with the people were very limited, so his emotionally unstable habit is literally invisible to the people around him. But Jack found some of his office colleagues were rich and having a good lifestyle. He was so excited to have the kind of lifestyle where he need not worry about money. When he spoke up with his colleagues, he found many of his colleagues are having a side business. When he spoke with each of them about his idea of starting side business and becoming wealthy, everyone suggested different ideas like own a gym. Nowadays people are going crazy to lose their weight. Own a supermarket, own a restaurant or start a web design company and more. Jack was not satisfied by the ideas of his colleagues and he needed something best in which he can earn huge money in a short span, more than his colleagues and even more than his boss. He searched for side business ideas online, watched many videos on YouTube, and finally came to the conclusion to start a clothing franchise in his city. When he said the idea of starting a clothing franchise to his colleagues, they advised him not to go far because there is an high level of competition. Every time when friends advise not to go far, Jack feels like they are jealous of him. Jack started envisioning his rich lifestyle, like how much money will he make, how will he enjoy his weekends, how will he own the fancy car and big house, and the thoughts went on like this. Literally, he signed up a contract with one of the clothing franchisors to open up a store in his city. Though there were other known franchisors offering the deal, he purely decided to go with this new company, who were ready to accept low royalty fees so he can earn extra profit. Jack was so excited to get business up, and in a few weeks he set up the clothing store with modern interiors and fancy fixtures. Literally, he has spent all his savings into the store setup and he has deputed manager, cashier and few staffs. In the first month, the retail store earned only a few $1,000s. So he was so doubtful about the staff and he literally believed there is no way for the shop to make less sales and profit. He decided to quit his full-time job and get involved fully into his own business. After spending a few weeks in the store, he found one shocking thing that made him literally blow up. Jack watched the people visiting his store, looking at the clothes, but many of them returned without buying. Only a few people made a sale. He thought the employees were careless and ineffective. Every time the person left the shop without making sales, he yelled at his employees. Over time, this habit of yelling at employees became more severe and worse. This habit made the employees always into the kind of afraid and unstable. In the next few months, many of his staff resigned. When he deployed new staff, all of them were left in a few days by knowing his behavior. His business became a worst failure. The story of Jack might seems to be a little bit exaggerated, but I have seen many people committing the mistakes which make them fail in their business. Let me tell you what it is by relating the story of Jack's life. The very first habit that made Jack to fail is not being self-aware and a habit of being influenced by others. Jack started his business to simply earn more money, and also he wanted to become more wealthy than his friends, colleagues and even his boss, and he hasn't made any efforts to be aware of his personal interest in the business. Even today, many people start a business simply to make money and they never question its relationship to their interest. For me, business is personal and should match with your deep desires. It should be perceived as the way of adding value to society. The habit of being self-aware and not being influenced by the others will make you strong and persistent, which is very essential for business success. The second habit that could destroy your business is being emotionally unstable. Many people fail in their business by the habit of being emotionally weak and unstable. In the story of Jack, he decided to invest all his savings into the business and he decided to quit his full-time job. But when he didn't get profit, in some stage he gave up his own business as well, which are caused by the weak emotional intelligence and instability. Emotional stability decides how you respond and handle the difficult situations. This will strengthen your ability to make right decisions and improve your overall business environment. It will help you to build better relationship with customers and employees. Emotional intelligence is easy, which you can develop by practice. The third habit that will make you and your business failure is something called a habit of blaming. The very nature of our brain is to complaining others and the environment when something goes wrong. When Jack experienced poor sales in his clothing store, he didn't question about shop design, location, design of entrance, pricing strategies, advertisements to attract new customers, etc. Instead, he just blamed the employees. Not only clothing retail, to succeed in any business, you have to constantly learn about different things like psychology, finance, marketing, business models, etc. You may feel this is difficult, but this is one of the very common habits behind every successful businessman. When you blame, you won't learn and you won't attempt to improve. When you do not improve yourself and your business model, you are destined to fail. Check out my fantastic video, One Trick the Rich Use to Make Money, which poor people don't know. If you enjoyed this video, hit a like and share with your friends. Do subscribe for more videos. I will see you in the next one.